happy.
I am crying on the inside.
What? No, he's happy. He loves being here. It's a new Nox Top 5 video. Here, look at the arrow and look where it points. There.
Somebody call Weenie Protective Services. Help me, please help me.
Ignore this. Thank you very much. Guys, we're going to watch a video. Just ignore the cries of Weenie. We're watching a video instead. Are you ready? Let's freaking go, guys.
Boo.
Boo! Let's go!
This next clip allegedly comes from CCTV cameras in an unknown city in the Philippines. A woman in a red hoodie is seen walking along a city street, but the CCTV camera image becomes very strange.
Okay, the one in red. Okay, there she is. I have a unpopular opinion. This is a camera being a weird camera, probably. I mean, this can happen. Aliens? Yeah, it has to be aliens. It has to be. You're so right. It has to be aliens. Yes, it's always aliens. No, it's surely not the camera glitching, right? That never happens with a camera, especially something like camera like this. It never happens. When in doubt, aliens, true and real. Man, I wish it was aliens, man. Aliens, definitely. I wish. No, but this is probably a camera glitch. It's cool though. It looks really cool. It does look pretty cool. I like this. Look how freaky it looks. I like the vibes. Not gonna lie, it looks really cool.
As you can see in the clip, the video seems to glitch in a very bizarre way, making it look as if the woman's head disappears multiple times. But oddly, the rest of the video is perfectly clear. Now, in the Philippines, there's a strange superstition that says that if someone appears in a photograph without a head, it means that that person will soon pass away. Creepily enough, a few minutes later, and this happens.
I swear, if they now show the woman being game ended, then it's weird. But I don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that. So I hope it doesn't happen.
The unfortunate woman has accidentally...
Okay, now it's crazy. Welcome. I'm actually speechless. I did not expect this twist when the video started. Freaking speechless now. What the f—
struck by a runaway taxi van, and it is said that she did actually pass away as the result of her injuries.
Okay,
just like the old Filipino superstition says.
That's insane.
Now, this clip immediately went viral on Philippines websites and social media, but no one knows the original source of the video, which leaves us to wonder, is this real proof of the paranormal? Or is it just an old malfunctioning CCTV system?
We don't know.
Is it all just a very elaborate hoax?
We don't know if we don't have if we don't have the source, the actual source and the actual background, we don't know, but this is crazy. If this is like,
you decide.
If this happened in this order, then it's crazy.
Nightlight. A woman named Brenda.
I need a new nightlight, guys. I cannot sleep in the dark very well. I actually need a nightlight. I have a hard time sleeping in the dark.
It says that late one night while she and her husband were sleeping,
yeah, I'm afraid
their home
of the
security
dark.
camera caught this strange event at 2:45 in the morning.
Oh, there's a saddle too, like, not saddle, but like artifacts.
The family dog perks up as a bright light flashes and what looks like a pale little face seems to peek out of the door. Then a shadowy figure about the size of a child seems to be standing in the hallway before disappearing, just as the little pale face peeks out of the door again. Brandis and her husband Sky have never posted or even experienced anything paranormal. And they say they have no idea what this could be. Something at the door.
No, it's not.
Chase
Guys, yes, I'm pale, but it's not me.
Beckstead and his wife Rachel are staying overnight in the house of Rachel's recently deceased grandfather. The elderly man had passed away in the house only 1 month earlier.
It's not me.
The couple is just settling in for the night.
Guys,
and suddenly something happens that is downright creepy.
Downright creepy.
How you doing?
Downright creepy.
You okay?
I don't know.
You a little freaked out?
That's me. Answering I don't know to are you okay is very me coded, I have to admit.
A little bit.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not...
The ghost is getting freaky, guys. Holy.
Let me just show you.
Ghost is having a good time. What the ghost doing, yeah.
Like,
The
we
ghost
literally
doing?
had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure.
I honestly don't know. Could be air pressure, I don't know, man. I'm
And like, we're literally just...
I mean, maybe let him in?
Even though there's no draft or
Maybe?
air current in the house, the bedroom door begins to randomly move as if
Maybe
it's
let him
being
in?
quickly pulled back and forth by some unseen force. Understandably, Chase and Rachel are pretty
Don't, by the
shaken
way.
up by the strange, unexplained phenomena.
I would not let them in, but maybe you want to. Maybe you.
They decide to just pack up their stuff and leave the house. But this is when things get even creepier.
Yeah, it's weird. A
okay.
draft wouldn't do that, that's true. So it's either staged or something completely different, and I wouldn't know what else it would be.
Okay, so we're leaving.
Mood?
We got all of our stuff packed. Oh. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Yeah, we're out here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving. Like,
I'd be too.
I don't know what's going on.
If that would happen to me, I'd be probably spending night somewhere else too. Or I would just try to make the door open. Welcome. And like trap it so it doesn't close anymore in hopes that it then stops. Open door time, you know? Otherwise, I would probably go.
As Chase is gathering their luggage, the bedroom door slams shut right behind him. And again, it begins to move back and forth, this time even faster than before.
It's not me.
Chase says that he still has no idea what could have caused the strange movement of the door. Some video commenters believe that this was the ghost of Rachel's recently deceased grandpa, but some think it might have been something more sinister that had taken
What's
up
Grandpa
residence
doing
in the
with the
house.
door?
But what do you think? The follower. It's around 5:30
A follower. No, guys, it wasn't me, I swear.
in the morning, and two girls are on a hike through the mountains in the Philippines with a large group.
Philippines,
The
second
girls stop
time
a
in this
little too
video.
long to take some pictures and accidentally get left behind by the group. The girls run to catch up with the other
No.
hikers as one of them films, but her camera captures something truly
Oh,
bizarre.
that's mean. Don't leave them behind.
Naliligaw kami, guys! Naliligaw! Wala ni mga kasama namin!
Oh, God.
Pero yung mga kasama namin, kailangan namin silang habulin kasi maliligaw kami.
I'd be pissing my
malayo na
pants.
sila.
Getting lost in the wilderness? Yeah, I'd be dying. I'd be dying.
Wala na.
I would be dying, man. How can you leave them behind?
Did you see it?
No, I did not.
As the two girls run along the mountain trail, way back in the background, some strange shadow figure seems to be following them.
Maybe.
But a little bit later, the mysterious dark figure has just disappeared.
Maybe.
The girl who posted this video says that she and her friend were completely alone, and they have no idea who or what this could be. She says that she only noticed the shadowy figure when she watched her video back later. So, what do you think? Was someone stalking them through the remote woods? Or just what
Not sure.
is this?
I'm not
You
sure.
decide.
It's Jim.
A
Oh, not
short
Jim
stay.
again.
A guy named Brendan has a YouTube channel where he camps in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK.
Out to
In this
facing
video,
plus
Brendan
shadow,
decided
maybe.
to camp
Welcome.
overnight in the coastal
Maybe.
village of Jaywick in Essex, England. Now,
Oh,
amongst
not
other
England.
things, Jaywick is known as one of Britain's
God
poorest
damn it, Zim.
towns and has a very high
England
crime
is
rate.
my city.
In other words, it's not really the best place to be camping overnight in a van.
Imagine
But that doesn't stop
being
Brendan.
English.
A little town in England called
little
Jaywick,
town?
coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually
British,
finds
yeah.
a place to set up camp that is just outside of town and kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that sounds safe.
This'll do me. I'm alone, but
Alone.
I mean, there's no other houses around me, so
I
it's not
just
as if
really
I'm
like
alone in a
this.
housing estate.
Brendan sets up his bed in the van and lies down for a night's sleep. But
You will never catch me sleep somewhere out nowhere in a freaking van alone. Never. You know, I don't, you know, no.
around 2:30 in the morning, things take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the van.
Oh god, the ASMR. I hate when people whisper into the camera and it's like, makes the smacking noises. It gives me goosebumps and not in a good ASMR way. I cannot do it. It's like eating noises when people eat too loudly. I cannot do it. Like people doing mukbangs and stuff like that and eating very loudly, I start crying. I cannot do it. I'm not an ASMR person, not gonna lie. I wish I was. I wish I was. Get a lip smacking. I cannot do it. I don't know why. I cannot describe how I feel. Yeah, don't trust people. Don't trust people.
Hey!
Did they break the window?
Right, whoever the that was has now gone.
Don't trust people in the middle of nowhere. Like, what the
I'm
fuck?
gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
Never.
Fuck's sake.
What the frick? Get out. Get out. Oh my god, I'm getting so nervous. I'm getting so nervous about this. Just get out. This is so awful. Welcome.
Someone with a flash
Maybe someone wanted to break in and actually like just steal stuff from the van, like a break-in kind of situation, but they didn't prepare someone being in there, right? So when he yelled, that person just ran away because they weren't prepared for someone being actually in there. He just wanted to break in, but he didn't want to meet a person. Probably something like that. But man, I don't trust humans in the middle of nowhere, especially alone. No way. You probably wanted to steal stuff and I didn't expect someone to actually be in there, right?
flashlight skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying the door handles, before smashing the window to get inside.
Hey!
Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running.
Good.
He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but
Yeah, people are
obviously
the
is very
scariest.
shaken up by the whole ordeal.
People are so scary.
He decides to not only leave the town of Jaywick, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just, quite frankly,
I would do the same. I would not stay anywhere. Welcome. I would just go home. I would go home 100%.
just wanted to go home. I was really,
Understandable.
yeah. I wasn't in a good mind space.
Understandable.
After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be
Bro.
surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home.
Yeah.
I think it was a
As
good
you should.
3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still goes camping in his van and posts his adventures over on his YouTube channel, Brendan Explores.
At this point, I
If
would
you
not
see
go
something
camping.
that you think would
Like, at this point, I would give up. I would not go camping anymore. That is just scary AF, man.
be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
You can also tag me on TikTok
Yeah, camping
at
sounds freaking dangerous
nukestop5official.
to me
and
as
be sure
well.
to tag me
Like, what the
only
frick?
at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there.
Bro.
Get out. A guy named Carter moved into a new
Get
fully
out.
furnished
Welcome.
rental house. But not long after he moved in, he began to experience strange things and hear unexplained noises.
In designated
Late one
spots,
night
yeah,
while
maybe,
he's asleep
but
in bed,
not like in the middle
he
of
hears
nowhere
the creepy
alone.
sound of what seems to be someone hitting keys on the piano in his living room.
Ooh. Welcome. Do I sound the same?
Carter decides to lay on his living room couch to try to figure out just what is going on with the piano. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
Uh-oh.
Dude, what the f?
The piano plays again and a chair moves, and Carter decides that he's had about enough. He decides to leave the house to stay with a friend.
Bruh.
But as he is leaving, he manages to capture
Imagine
this video.
that would happen to you without you.
As Carter heads for his car, he sees his TV flickering and his lights randomly turning on and off inside his house. Now, usually when people watch these videos, they say, well, if the place is so haunted, then why wouldn't he just move out? Well, that's exactly what he did.
Was that static? Do modern TVs even do static anymore? Like the gray static? Do they even do that anymore? If it was, not really. If it was something else, if it was just a, you know, white screen, you cannot tell if this is static or just a white screen. So it could be just a white screen. It could be something else, right? But if this was static, it's a little sus. Mine still does it, but it's like 10 years old. And some might, maybe. It depends. It depends on how to...
They say, well, if the place is so haunted, then why wouldn't he just move out?
I never understood that sentiment about moving out if something is like haunted and stuff. Like in this economy, with this housing situation, with the rents being expensive, with houses being expensive, with how? I can't even fathom moving right now. Not even like, I'm like sad because I would love to move and I would love to be in a bigger apartment, but I cannot even fathom the thought of that. What do you mean? How the frick would you even do that? In this economy? It's so unrealistic. I'd accept a ghost room if the rent was right. Right? Welcome.
Well, that's exactly what he did. Carter moved right out of that house. And
see, that's a that's dedication.
And the end of this haunted story, I guess. Hiding under the covers.
Bruh.
A video poster who calls himself Celtic Dabs works the reception desk at a creepy old hotel in Arizona.
Hotel,
One day,
let's
his
go!
coworker shows him something very strange that keeps happening.
Yeah, he literally chose the good ending. Is that blood? What is this? I would be in a hotel and there were stains like this on my sheets. It's so over. I'm out. Imagine having stains like this on your sheets in a hotel.
No.
Is that a mouse or something like that? Or maybe...
Yeah, cause
what is it?
let me hit it now. And then
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Shut up,
Bro.
Why are there
Something seems to be
stains?
moving around in a strange erratic pattern under the bed sheet. But when Celtic's coworker slaps the sheet, it just disappears.
But what are the stains is what I'm asking. Like, okay, there's a movement, great. What are those fucking stains? Miya's like, me for real. Imagine entering your hotel room and there's stains like this. I'd be dying. I'd be straight up, I'd be too focused on the stains. They're disgusting.
Celtic
Okay?
says that each time the sheet was tidied back up, the same weird phenomenon would happen again. So, just what do you think this could be?
I want to know about the shit stains. It could be blood, it could be shit, it could be anything. Bro.
Also, if whatever is under the sheet isn't enough to scare you, well, just imagine staying in a hotel that put sheets like this.
Thank you, Nukes. Thank you. You get me. You fucking get me. This is ridiculous. This is disgusting. He said it. Yes. You throw those away. You throw them away. You know. I'm so glad Nukes pointed it out. I thought I was going insane because no one was mentioning this. This has to be blood, right? Or shit or something like that. It's definitely disgusting. Welcome. It's disgusting. Maybe rust, yes, maybe, but no matter what it is, you throw those away. This I would not sleep in this. No way.
on the bed. Honestly,
I'm not really sensitive usually, but I would not, you know that I'm not super sensitive about my stuff, but I would not sleep in this. Would not. Not if it's like a hotel, like stranger's place where I don't know what this is, you know? If there's a little bit of my blood on my sheets, I wouldn't care because I know where it comes from. But in a hotel where I don't know what this is, no way. No way.
the thought of sleeping in those sheets scares me more than whatever is moving around under there.
Yeah, right? It's
so
me
either
too!
way,
Nooks is just like me.
Truly disturbing.
Nooks is just like me.
Call. Late one night in Pueblo, Colorado, an emergency call comes into the 911 dispatch center. But whoever made the call hangs up almost immediately. The 911 operators trace the call and find that it came from Imperial Memorial Gardens. Well, the weird thing is, Imperial Memorial Gardens is a funeral home, surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery. And it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should be there.
Big nope. Big nope. Holy, that's crazy.
Now, as standard procedure, the 911 emergency operators call the funeral home back to make sure everything is okay. And someone answers the phone.
No way.
This is what the 911 operators hear.
Hello, 911, this is Erica. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
That operator's going to be cursed or something.
There's a lot of static and a quiet male voice seems to say something a few times, but then the call just goes silent. Again, as part of standard procedure, the emergency operators send the police to check out the old funeral home.
Imagine you're the police guy who has to check this out. I'd be shitting my pants. I'd be shitting my panties, man. It sounds like the plot of a horror movie, yes. Oh my god.
But when the officers arrive, they find the funeral home locked up and all the lights are off. No one's there.
Doesn't say.
Now, I tried to clean up the call audio as much as possible, but there's just not much there.
Hello? Hello?
I mean...
So, just who made this call? And what do you think they might be saying?
That's crazy.
Lurking in the dark.
That was actually scary. Something like that, I find that very scary. But I find it super cool and super intriguing, but also very scary. You know, I'm very skeptic when I see videos and stuff like that, because I wasn't there, so I cannot, you know, confirm that it's real. But I did experience a lot of stuff close to cemeteries specifically. Often cemeteries that are like that have a morgue there as well, and I have like, you know, and I did experience lots of things there. Like I lived next to one. This one haunted house from a friend I always talk about was right next to one. Like you would look out of the window and there was this cemetery there. So I did experience a lot of crazy stuff near cemeteries a lot of my life. So I was always like, it could be, you know? It could be me. Who knows?
A man in South Wales walks out to his car very early one Wednesday morning to head off to work. It's just before 5 a.m. and the rest of the neighborhood is still asleep.
That house was the one with the stove with the radio tower as well. That was not paranormal. That was just a radio tower being close by, and when you put the pot on the stove, it would receive the radio tower waves and the pot would start creating voices. Welcome. That was the radio tower though. That was not paranormal, okay? There's things that actually happened that are unexplainable, and then there were things that were happening that were explainable. So I do differentiate between those, okay? I'm not completely the Lulu.
No one else is around, and the man doesn't notice anything unusual. But later that night, as the man checks through his security camera feed, he sees something that sends a shiver down his spine.
That was Gollum.
As the
It's
man
not
approaches
me!
his car,
What the
some lumbering
frick?
form seems to appear out of nowhere.
That's not
quickly
me.
hurrying
It
away.
might have the same posture as me, but it's not me.
Then, whatever this is, simply disappears into thin
I might have the same posture, but it's not
air.
me.
Now, the
Welcome.
figure moves at a very odd angle and speed for this to be a lens
frick?
flare. And considering that the rest of the video is in sharp focus, it seems very unlikely that this is some kind of compression error
Hear me
or
out,
problem with
aliens.
the camera.
Real. Always
So,
aliens.
Just who or what?
Always
this?
aliens. Always. Mia creeper.
Scary videos.
Yes!
So I
love
like to end
those.
these videos with the stuff that kind of starts off scary and then just gets weird and
I love those so
kinda
much.
goofy.
I love those.
Speaking of which, TikToker Dre in Dallas experiences something spooky in his home.
Yes?
But instead of chasing it down to record with his phone, he goes the complete other way.
Come on, where you hide her stuff at?
Mom, where's my Gucci? Oh, it's a ghost in her.
No, I'm not. Come on, Janae. Come on, Janae. Janae, come on. Janae,
Me!
come on, free.
That's,
Come on. Janae, come on.
that's so based.
This mother.
That's
Next
so
up,
freaking
now this video from Matt-
based. See, that's a reasonable reaction. Yeah. Oh, fuck this.
Swords was shot on a country road in the middle of nowhere with no other cars around anywhere. Do not ever do this prank to someone who is driving.
Oh my god. I'm already getting angry. Don't do that to someone who's driving.
So, in case you missed it, the guy in the back seat hangs a life-size cardboard cutout of a zombie out of his window
Don't
and
do
dangles
that!
it in front of the driver's window. And the driver slams on the brakes and freaks right out.
Don't do that while driving. Shaking my damn head. Shaking my damn head. No
Now,
good.
lately on this channel, I've shown many kids scaring their parents for their own amusement. But
I always feel so bad. What if the parent is old and close to a heart attack anyways? Listen, I always come up, I have a Duma brain. I always come up with the worst outturns. I'm like, I don't want to be welcome, the one responsible for someone dying, you know?
But you see, this segment is very different because TikToker Katie Funny Guy makes videos where
Duma
he scares
booma
the
me.
out of his wife and kids.
Never say nothing. Never say never.
Okay, that's a little funny. But the poor children, man. Is he actually waiting in a freaking closet? Are you for real? Oh, those poor children will be traumatized, man. They will be so traumatized.
Hello. I'm right here. Bye.
I'd be so angry as a child, man. Honestly, I'd be so angry. Like, especially if I would go into teenager age, I would be so angry with my dad, man.
Bro, what you doing, man? What you doing?
Bro, I would be so
Now,
freaking
recently,
mad.
Katie Funny Guy had an experience where something maybe gave him a little taste of his own medicine.
Good. Good. Yes, scare him. That's karma.
Hey, look, I was trying to. Hey, look, I was creeping. I'm talking about. Yo, I was shook. What would you would have done? Hell, you gonna peek around the corner for real. The f. Look, I was scared too. I just ain't show it.
I would be so scared too.
So, I think the lesson here is if you keep scaring your family yourself, then the ghost in your house might take that personally.
Exactly.
Anyway, thanks for watching,
Don't
and
do it.
hopefully I'll see you back here next time.
Welcome. Thank you for video. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Don't scare your children if you don't want to be scared back. Welcome. I'd be so angry. I'll be so angry at my parent, man. I'd be so freaking angry. I'd be so angry. God damn. God, that one was good. I really like this one. I really like this one. This one was good. All of them were new. I didn't know any of those clips. A single one of those clips. The camping one was so scary, but simply because humans are the most scariest. Humans are way worse than any ghost. Oh, the call from the cemetery was so cool too. I really like that one. Yeah, all new clips. I didn't know a single one of those. This was a good one, yeah. Okay, the stains on the bed, we're not talking about those. We're not talking about the stains on the bed. Fuck those. Good one. Wow. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.